Hi ladies, I'm here talking to you from beautiful and gorgeous French Alps, and I was thinking to share with you some insights about the stages that you, as every human being, are most probably going through in your life, and that you are feeling them, and yet you are not aware of how these changes are strategically impacting your life and your career. So I thought, why not? I'd like to share this with you because this is something that I learned about 10 years ago or so. And it was invaluable for me at the time to just have this awareness of the process that we go through as women and as human beings. So in order for you to understand how to go through the changes and make success out of it, you have to first go through the process of awareness of what stage in your life are you going through, what changes are happening, not just inside of you, but around you, in your team, in your work environment, in your industry. And how does all of that align? Does it align for you? Most probably, if you're watching this video, you're noticing that changes inside of you, that changes at work, with your team, industry, and you are feeling most probably confused about everything that's been happening. For instance, I have lots of clients that come to me and say, I really love my job, I always loved my job, but I just can't get further ahead. I don't know what's happening. My team has changed and nothing is as it was before. I find myself wanting more and yet I can't make it happen for myself. I don't understand where to turn, whether or not to go for promotion or not. And because of the setbacks that I've been experiencing of late, there can be like 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7 months or couple of years. I feel that my confidence is being knocked down and now I'm completely confused about next steps in my career. So this is most probably the result of you not being fully aware of this stage of life that you're in right now. And if you're a woman who is in her, 30s to 50s even, you will be going through a stage in your life that is called or signified by awakening. We call it a spiritual awakening as a human being, being more aware of who you are on this planet, in the world, and wanting to contribute more, to give more, to see greater impact of your work, of your ideas. You want to help more people. You want to oversee more people now. You don't want to be hiding in the shadows. You want to step up, and you're feeling this call to take more responsibility and to get awarded accordingly for this with a promotion, which is a monetary promotion, or is it a status, is it a title, greater responsibility. You want new horizons. You want new possibilities. You want it, and you want it now. And this is most probably what you've been feeling. And the challenges that you've been probably going through were that you felt something like this and you started going for it. And you were negotiating for the greater promotion, you wanted to get more money, status, greater responsibilities, and yet somehow it's not happening for you. And you're looking at yourself and around you and you're wondering what's going on. It used to be so easy for me to create things for myself, to create a change, to get what I wanted. Most of you, if you're an expat in your 20s, you probably packed your bags and moved out of your home country across the world to here. And that requires gut, right? Taking risk. And this is a stage in your life where You think, I've got nothing to lose. I can risk everything and go for it and give it my all. And you know what? Most of us are actually experiencing the same thing, because when we are young, in our 20s, we just go for it. We've got nothing to lose. We enter the stage so-called survival mode, because we've got nothing to lose. There are no ties. Everything is, laid out in front of us as a new opportunity, new future, and we just go and get it. It's easy for us to have the energy and focus and motivation, and we just go for it, right? And make easy successes. However, when we enter about 30, 40, or even 50, things have changed, haven't they? You have stuff around you that you have built up. You have friendships, you have family, you have probably your property or savings. Whatever it is, you created something, and now you are afraid to lose all of that if you make the big changes, if you up and leave or change the sector completely, or you up and go into the mountains to discover yourself and what all of this is about, right? So the change in this stage of your life, if you're a woman in 30s or 40s, it seems that it requires a greater risk, right? And there's lots of fear that comes down on you. You might not be even aware of this, and we call this a limiting belief. They work in the background, and they're stopping you from up and giving it your all and focusing all of your energy and getting what you feel that you need. And this is one of the obstacles that actually happens after we acquire awareness of the stage that we're in. So the obstacles are usually the fears that are stopping us on a path. Fear of unknown, fear of, my goodness, if I do this and that, I will go down. If I change sectors, I'll have to go to the junior position and I'll receive more money. What's going to happen to my bills, my mortgage, my social life, anything? What if I change and it's even worse and I don't even like it? And I'm already this old. So all of these fears start coming up. And very often when we are focused and going for a change in our life, what happens is that our programming from childhood can kick in. And if we had any traumatic or emotional experiences, and most probably we did, everybody does, we have created back then some sort of protective habits or reactions or thinking that is actually, it was good for us back then to protect us from pain and hurt. But right now, as an adult, when we experience these kind of changes, we want to go ahead in our career, create something. These limiting beliefs, so-called, can kick in, unknown to us, and start inhibiting our progress, sabotaging everything that we do. So we take a step forward and suddenly find ourselves being pulled back and taking 3 steps back. So we're just constantly experiencing lack of success due to these obstacles. So you have to be aware of these things. And once you're aware of these things, what stage in your life you are, where you want to go, and what's happening in your life and the team, because even companies have stages, right, of development. They're never stagnant. So you have to know which stage the company is in, which stage you're in. Then you have to understand what would make you react and create action now. Because if there's any fears, if there's any limiting beliefs, you're going to be afraid to take action, or you're going to be taking half-hearted action to your progress. And if you do that, you're going to spend next 6 months to next couple of years in the same position, frustrated, and you're not going to make any progress. You have to understand the power of the leverage. This is another step. The power of the leverage is something that is going to make you act right now, because you're going to understand the price that you are going to pay if you do not make the move now. Because look at all the people who are making success around you. If you're stuck and your friends have progressed, or family members, or everybody in your team that has come even after you, they're all like spinning off and moving ahead and creating success for themselves, and you're stuck, and you used to be successful, right? And you don't understand what's going on. One of the reasons is also a lack of leverage. You do not understand the true price. There's many people and many women that I talk to, and when I talk to them about the leverage, I say you have to create the clear awareness of the price that you will be paying if you do not take an action, and the clear awareness of the rewards that you're going to be getting when you do take action. So what happens, a really interesting thing happens, is that lots of women do not want to go into the pain at all. They said, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there. I know what's going to happen, I don't even want to say it, but I want the reward. So they only have the reward, and that's not going to be enough to propel you forward, because when the obstacles come down in the way of the limiting beliefs, which is subconscious, the only thing you're going to propel you forward is the pain. You're going to remember the pain once you're in this space of taking a few steps back subconsciously, and this is going to be holding you to your vision to propel you forward. So you're most probably not aware of all of these processes. You don't have time to know, to learn all of that. You should leave this to the experts. If you're going for the help, you should go for an expert who understands these processes. And then nothing can stop you. Once you have somebody to keep you accountable, who understands, to see what's going on inside of you, what are your obstacles, then you're going to be making massive, massive, massive steps forward. The same thing has happened to me, same thing is happening to my successful clients who are taking massive action. So these are only 3 steps that I'll be talking about today that are standing in your way of success, which is your awareness, which is your leverage, and the removing of the obstacles. The next 2 steps are also very interesting, and these are, once you do this, you have to understand what are the empowering alternatives for yourself. And I'm going to talk more about this in the next video, because this has been too long. And then final step, or the 5th step, is taking action. Taking action is going to bring you to your success. So I hope you like this explanation of why are you experiencing what you're experiencing right now in your life and in your career, and that some things are clearer to you. Until next time, be brave, be kind, and create the world you would love to live in.